Hello Lucas, my full name is Taslim Sultan. We chose the topic of visionary leadership style. Our group number is 04 and the group members are Taslim Sultan, Hidayat Shah, Naresh Dasari, Sachin Rathod. I'll be presenting about the introduction and qualities of our visionary leader. Alright, let's look into what is visionary leadership. Visionary leadership, as mentioned, Daniel Goleman is credited as defining the term visionary leadership in his work from 2002. The original concept was derived from the term transformational leadership discussed by sociologist James Dunton Jr. along with scientist James McGregor Burns, who in 1978 elaborated on the theme in his book Leadership. Goleman developed the theme when he went on to discuss the power of emotional intelligence in leaders. Visionary leadership can be described as the ability to drive teams thinking by communicating an inspirational, motivating, and stimulating future people will want and choose to buy into. Visionary leadership is all about change, and change means risk taking. Nelson Mandela, Henry Ford, Elon Musk is an example of a visionary leader.
Well, I'm Naresh Dasari. Let's look into why visionary leadership is important. We are working in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment. Visionary leaders will provide confidence, freedom to express hope, and inspire the people to work in this environment. Visionary leaders will determine the short-term and long-term goals for the organization or team by looking forward with their far-sightedness. Also, visionary leadership is important because in organization, people need confidence to take decisions. Visionary leaders will build a trust among their followers and others with their past success and situations. They gives the confidence among them and take better decisions. Visionary leader will provide a clear path to grow as an employee, a manager, and as a person.
Qualities of a visionary leader. Persistence. They know it will be challenging to execute their vision, but this is what drives their determination to succeed. Visionary leaders know how to navigate challenges and push through them, keeping the team on course by leading with a never give up attitude, no matter how tough things get. Inspirational and magnetic. For the visionary leaders, success is a goal based shade. They know that the talents and contributions of many make success more meaningful. They understand that one of the most effective ways to bring out the best in their teams is to tap into their emotions and ignite their passions. Belief in the project goes hand in hand with supporting and believing in the team's ability. Open minded. Visionary leaders are natural pivoters and hold multiple perspectives. They are able to keep the big picture in mind but remain flexible in how to get there. A flexible mind helps them navigate challenges more effectively. They are adept at harnessing the power of resources and out of the box creative solutions to turn setbacks into success. Innovative and imaginative. They allow themselves to dream as big as they want and encourage their teams to do the same. Their imagination is what sets them apart, what got them to where they are today, and what drives companies' culture. Bold. Daring is in their DNA. They have the courage to take risks and the strength to endure uncertainty. They would rather fail trying than not try at all. Visionary leaders recognize the value in failure and that it can test a team's resilience and ability to move on and grow. Collaborative and communicative. They are inclusive, inviting others to be a part of the vision. They attract talent who are passionate and who are inspired by the big picture to create their best work. Well organized. Visionary leaders mobilize teams or followers to work towards their vision, and they need a structure and organization to guide them. Having a vision for the company means they have mapped out a path in their mind. Strong organization skills keep the communication flowing and the work on track. Enthusiastic. They are passionate believers in their ideas and goals and have the drive to make them happen. Their enthusiasm is essential for rallying support from the teams they lead. Responsible. Visionary leaders take chances and make sacrifices, but they also take responsibility for their actions and their vision. For instance, they are keenly aware that in order to keep a project moving forward, they need to ensure their team is motivated to do the work and are rewarded for their part in bringing the leader's vision to life.
Core competencies of visionary leadership. There are three main core competencies. They are operational excellence, strategic foresight, and calculated mood risk. Operational excellence is not just completing the project under budget and on time. It is about building the reliability with business and followers. It is it can be achieved by the results that is consistent with the outcomes that are promised. It is about the delivering on the promises. Strategic foresight. It is about knowing the future. Visionary leader can predict the future and prepare in advance for the change, and then give the path for the followers to overcome the problems in the future. Taking calculated board risk is to prove the constituents that the leader is capable of advancing, progressing, and leading in a way that is consistent with their needs.
My name is Hitarth Shah and I'm going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the leadership. So what is the advantages? The main advantages of the leaderships are manifold, driving the performance of individual teams and companies to build a new ideology in the future. When people follow vision that is communicated well, inspirational, uplift, and attendant, people tends to want to follow it as it contributes to grow and develop in all the senses. So this is the advantages and the disadvantages. This also the business leadership also have disadvantages, and depending on the situation they faced, maybe issue depending on the issues, vision in the future takes the course of the today's climate. Sometimes people are so desperate they forgot about the present and they are way more thinking about their future. Maybe leaders themselves could to the focus attention, making team members lose sight of the real goals by putting too much attention on the charisma and personality of the individual leader. Let's summarize advantages and disadvantages. Difference. Next slide. In this slide, I will explain the difference, the main point and the main difference of the advantages and disadvantages. I discuss both the slide of visionary leadership, advantages and disadvantages. So let's go to advantages. It can be inspirational to people who want to look forward. Okay, people who want to look forward, people who have some plan, who have some vision. It's beneficial for him, inspiration for this kind of people. So this is the benefit, and against him the leader could get to be seen as a guru with their personality becoming more important than the vision. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes people forget why they are following this man, why they are following this guru. Okay, and they forget their vision and they blindly follow the leader. The second advantage is the communication can give a clear picture of the future of the business or organization, right? Sometimes visionary leaders can talk about that, why, what are they planning, what are they are going to do in future. They have a clear future plan and in mind, and they discuss with the press conference or the committees. And this going to yeah, so this is the advantage of the visionary leadership. So against them, what's the disadvantage? The focus may be taken off current challenges. As I said, sometimes they ignore the current challenges and they focus too much into future, and even that problem will, we don't know that the problem will come or not. The advantage is they think creatively and proactively, producing ideas that other hadn't seen before. Yeah, visionary leaders are so brilliant, and they have some. As a leader, as a project manager, I know. So we have clear idea in our mind. So visionary leaders have a clear idea. They are the entrepreneur. They think differently. Not they think differently, but they have different mindset, and they are proactive and creative. They have creative mind too, and they know what's, and they have different idea, and they know how to how to use this idea to make a product or make their dream successful. On disadvantages, the vision could become all compensing, hiding other ideas that may be just good or better. Sometimes people only have mindset that, oh, this guy has for company and this guy is really good, let listen to him. Then sometimes there would be some different people who have an idea, but people just ignore it. Oh, we don't think this man have an idea. I don't know, but it's like they judging people by their clothes or by their mother tongue or by their native languages. So sometimes they ignore a good idea. Yeah, it's a chance for getting good idea, but sometimes, yeah, they lost the chance for getting a good idea. Okay, they can assess risk and consequences them before making decision that will take a people forward. Okay, they know the risk and consequences of all the business. If they are going to they know their plan, they know what are the if their things is not going well, they know what are the risks and consequences of this. Okay, so this is the advantages. The disadvantages is the inspiration built by the vision may fizzle out as a present dilemma take precedent over a future vision. The on future vision may fizzle out like as a present dilemma ignore the present and proceed over a future vision which is not coming yet. They are forward and future focused, building and trust and commitment from the team that encourage involvement, thinking and positive interaction. These things are the main in nature of the visionary leaders, right? If the leaders leaves, the visionary may go with them, especially if it's tied up with the person. If the leader leave and the things will out, if the person blindly follow them, the things will go.
Hello everyone, as per Taslim introduced, I am Sachin Rathod, and I am covering the real-time examples of visionary leadership. Additionally, conclusion as well. First of all, I chose Steve Jobs, as we all know. He was one of the founder of Apple in 1976, and they transformed the company into a world leader in the business. He followed the visionary leadership with his own visions and opinions. He did communicate effectively with people and think out of the box. In addition to, he was a motivational and influencer for all. He was an encouraging leader and innovative with his visions. Now Apple climbed the peak and stayed there for many years. After that, I chose second example, and he is Elon Musk. We all know him as well. He is the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. We all see his visions and that he's building the way to the space that no one saw before. He is true visionary leader, that he is open to ideas and positive influencer. He is a effective communicator, and he is thoroughly organized, and he has a better convincing power. After all information presented by my groupmates, I am concluding behalf of all that this visionary leaders who follow visionary leadership attracts their teams and or followers to work toward the vision, and having this kind of vision for the company means that they have mapped out a path in their minds which they must communicate to their employees in order to set plans in motion. This visionary leadership is suitable especially when one wants to instill positive change towards the society and community. With this leadership style, it is also possible leaders to identify the strengths and weaknesses of their followers. Thank you.